What you're looking at here is a flyover view using Google Earth of Caracas, Venezuela. This will more than likely be something like the view from the jets that eventually are used to depose Mr. Maduro. Now, off in the distance here, you can see the islands of Aruba, Curacao, and I believe this is Bonaire. This is where they've just seized the refinery. You can see Haiti off in the distance here, even Puerto Rico. There seems to be word down there now floating around that something is going down. Military assets are being moved to places, and there seems to be a shutdown in communications on certain channels. Over here in this region is their main oil exporting terminal. What's being said is that apparently this issue with ConocoPhillips has caused a decision to be made, and there may only be a short amount of time for the actual existence of the company known as PDVSA, PDVSA, that they're going to dissolve it and basically assume all of its assets or spread them all around. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do, but you can't get blood from a turnip, as they say. But things are definitely happening down there. The details are real sketchy. But it seems like in the next probably 72 to 96 hours, we might be seeing action, whether it's going to be from the Colombians, the Panamanians, the United States, or even the Dutch. It's hard to say, but the people in Caracas are on edge. Now, strangely enough, doing some research here, I came across something, and I'm going to just ask my audience for this, because I'm not going to go all Secure Team 10. This is Tyler. You know, anybody who doesn't know who he is has been living under a rock. He's a guy that does investigations into the paranormal and the strange. So, clicking this out to 2D and seeing if I can move this around to a normal orientation here. Going in, this little island of, well, this is Bonaire, but I'm not even going to try to pronounce that city. Kralinjik or whatever. If you go directly north, can someone please tell me what in the living, you know what this is? I've never seen anything like this in my life. And don't tell me this is an artifact of Google Earth. I mean, this is ridiculous. I've never seen anything even remotely like this in nature. And this isn't just some strange, weird angle that Google Earth put out. Because as you zoom in, you can see that these are definitely shapes. And that's a straight line. Now, I haven't been watching Tyler and Secure Team 10 for his entire history, but I've seen a lot of his bigger ones. I've never seen this covered. And maybe he has. You know, if it has, please somebody let me know. And let me know what it is. But this looks like Double Helix. I know. It's like, look, this isn't my thing. I mean, aliens might be there. Aliens might not be there. So it's 50-50 for me. But that's just very, very strange. Zooming out a little farther, you can kind of see that when you look around, you see some things that are normal. Average, everyday, underground, underwater, whatever you want to call it. It looks like we have some kind of a valley or a hole up here, but this is just damn odd. And I would not even want to speculate what this may have been at one time. South America is a very ancient old place, and it could be all sorts of things that are now covered in water that maybe at one time weren't, or were very shallow. When you, I'm just going to zoom out real quick here and just maintain the location. As you can see, this area is not deep ocean. This is Caribbean Sea, You know, and there's some deep parts of the Caribbean Sea, deeper than others, I guess. But it's just weird. I mean, what is this? I've just, especially down here, I mean, because this just looks like this was some kind of a structure at some time, or maybe these were the bases of some pyramids at one time, and maybe this is the beginning of construction and there was a problem, or. And like I said, I'm just spitballing here. I'm speculating. I don't know. What I know about this could fit in a thimble with room to spare. You know, and so if anybody knows Tyler, I'm sure, you know, he's not going to be bothered with tiny little channels like mine. But just very, very weird structures under the sea north of Venezuela. And I mean, that's the first thing I thought. This looks like some kind of a representation of a double helix DNA. Because I don't see anything else around it even like it. And I haven't done searches all over the planet. Maybe there are things like this, but this seems odd over here to be such a strong delineated straight line. But that could be all sorts of things. This is not a straight line, nor is it anything remotely that resembles something in nature. At least not that I've seen, other than under a microscope. Or pictures of what would be under a microscope, I should say. So I really would like your opinion on this. If someone could let me know if they've seen this, if this has been reported on. But like I said, the main reason for the video was to talk about there is chatter now going on in Venezuela. Military assets are being moved, and there are certain channels and frequencies that are being shut down, and it seems like they are preparing for something. So whether it's something we're planning, the Dutch, the Colombians, the Panamanians, or some combination of all of those, it's hard to say. But keep your ears on this issue over in the embassy in Israel. A lot of people don't know this, but tomorrow is the first of Ramadan. And Ramadan is the holy month of Islam. And they said there were going to be consequences. And I've made the allegation that since there's a lot of Hezbollah down here, that maybe something might be up with them as well. So I guess I'll just leave it there. Strange anomalies and strange occurrences now in our hemisphere and right in our backyard. So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe.